This is the toxic Chad. I built him in about 50 minutes using AI. But before I could show him to you, I had to ask AI to build me somewhere to put him. Let me explain. Last video, I introduced the Noobs, and I had to show them all at once in the middle of a match, because I had no way to show you just one. If I wanted to look at a single guy, my only option was to launch a whole mission and wait for him to walk down the lane, which is a stupid way to look at a guy. So I decided to fix it. I was going to build a showroom, a little stage inside the game where I can summon any Chad or Noob on demand and just look at them. And I wasn't going to write a single line of it myself. This is Claude Code. I describe what I want in plain English, and not only does he write the code, he does everything inside Unity too. So I told him what the showroom needed. An empty scene, a rotating platform in the middle. Let me pick any character from a list, spawn them on the platform, and a camera I can spin around them. No waves, no enemies, just a stage. He went off and did that. The first version was, appropriately, Jank. The iPad kid waddled straight off the edge of the stage, and the upgrade and sell bar from the missions turned up in the showroom, which meant I could, apparently, sell a man who was standing on a podium. Everything else though, the interface, the layout, genuinely good, which is about what I'd hoped for given it burned 100,000 tokens getting there. So the rest was just a list. The zoom was too slow, the lighting was too dark, the compare view had both characters shoved off to the left, and I didn't fix any of that myself. I described what was wrong, and he rewrote the code. A couple of rounds of that, and I had a working showroom, a real tool inside my game that I built by describing it out loud, which meant it was finally time to make something new to put on it. Last video, I promised I'd show you how I make a character from scratch. Here it is. This is Meshy. It turns text and images into 3D models. I gave it a reference picture of the standard Chad and asked it to redesign him as a toxic variant. Hazmat theme, glowing green skin, gas mask, dripping goo, and I hit generate. A couple of seconds later, it handed me options. I picked the one that looked the most cursed. Then I took that image over to model generation and picked image to 3D. That's where Meshy builds the actual model. Then it textures him. That's where he gets the sickly green and all the little details painted on. After that, I remeshed him. That's rebuilding the wireframe underneath. The raw model comes out as a mess of uneven triangles, and remeshing turns it into clean, even quads. Which matters because a clean mesh bends properly when it animates. And then it rigs him. It builds a skeleton inside the model so he can actually move and animate, instead of being a statue. And then I download him and drag him into Unity. But a model in a project folder isn't a character in a game, so I handed him straight back to Claude Code, set him up as a prefab, wire up his animations, and add him to the showroom list so I can actually spawn him. And that's it, a picture and a sentence to a fully rigged character standing in my game. Start to finish, about 50 minutes. Last video I said 20. 20 was ambitious. Most of that was Claude Code taking his time on the setup. 5 years ago, this was a job for a whole team. Now it's a few sentences and a coffee. So, using the showroom we just built, here he is, the toxic Chad. He's a variant of the standard Chad, but reworked to be his own guy. Same energy, significantly more radioactive. Next to the original, you can see it. The standard Chad shows up to work. The toxic Chad shows up to a hazmat spill and enjoys it. One thing I didn't change, the blaster. Full hazmat suit, radioactive glow, gas mask, and the same standard issue blaster everybody else gets. And this is just variant number 1. The whole point of the multiverse is that every character gets themed versions across the worlds. Now that I've got him, I've got plans. There's a blank statue in the game's hub that's been begging for a model, and an entire corner that currently looks like programmer art held together with hope. Next time, I'm letting AI fix the ugliest assets in the whole game, starting with that corner. It's going to be a glow-up, and it's going to be stupid. If you want to watch a solo dev slowly turn a pile of placeholders into an actual game, subscribe. We're one toxic Chad down, only about 99 variants to go. See the next one.